Okay, got everything shifted over now. There's our drip tray. Take it over there. Still's nice and snug.
Yeah, she's good tight.
Let's use the combo, you won't get your fender. Use the combo.
It's good.
You got it? It moved? Well, here's a wrench for later. You break it.
Put this back here so I don't lose it.
Yep. So we move this wood back a little bit so we got room for it to drip straight in the pan. Front wheel's on the ground now over there. It's got full access. Full access.
Okay.
How much oil's in there? Yeah, a lot of oil. Okay, we're going to use the impact knocker to break these screws free because they're on there tight, which is a good thing. There you go. Follow up behind me. Ah! Don't hit your finger. This. See, I'm working offhand backwards and upside down.
Are they all the same size?
They should all be the same, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good. I nailed my finger once. Right there. Only got it once. They all look the same so far, aren't they?
So far.
Let's get this off here on up here. Steal the air nozzle again. Did you steal the air nozzle again? Room around here.
Easy on the gold.
Where's that at?
Shiny stuff there.
Oh, we don't have shiny stuff around here. Nasty stuff. Nasty. Look at the oil leak you got. Look at that nice clean stuff coming out the bottom of that container there. Look at that. That is so pretty looking. Look at that nice clean oil. You got left just one?
Yeah, I just figured drain it out for
Yep, good call.
slopping all over the place, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of it in there. That's why I slid the board back, so that's pretty good.
Looks like fine.
I knew there was going to be a bunch in there, and there is. Is that more than 3 or 4 ounces?
Nah, I think it's 2, 2.5.
2.5, good, that's plenty. All right, go ahead and pop it. Should be good. Most of it's out, I'm sure now. Pop that a little bit. Hold on, I'm going to help you on the shifter there.
Yeah.
Just going to dump a little bit in the pan. And pull the pan a little bit further. Just going to drain it a little bit there. All right, just put it behind you in the tank there. Oh, there goes the washer.
What was that? Ah, shoot.
It's gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it behind you over there. There it is. I found it. I found it. There it is. It's coming out. Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Now don't put your finger in there because the battery's hooked up right now. It is active. That means don't touch it.
I could disconnect the battery. How'd that be?
I don't know. It'd be like way too easy if we did something like that.
All right.
It's working. You want to know how it's in here? You pull that compensator off, and we can pull the sprocket out a little bit and see what it looks like in there.
All right.
Appears you got modern plates because they're aluminum. And I got you the tool over there for popping it. Let's open it up, see what we got. You said the plates were bad. I think it's just full of oil.
Possible.
We'll find out. Zip one, it's easier. Give me a 9/16 socket. And the bucket on the floor there.
There you go.
Probably moves it all. Washer. And tricks to get these apart. Big washer. Okay, what do you got? Those are not wet plates, those are dry plates. No serrations in them, see?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. See, a little sticky. Sticky, didn't want to come off. Yep. So these are the old style plates that are being to be dry, not wet. You get all the surface area right here. It does not dissipate the oil, so it just it's like being hydroplaning. Does not work. We got 2 of those so far. There's 3. You only got a 4-plate clutch in this.
Is it good or bad?
Well, I would have 5 myself, but you only got 4. These plates are really, really thick, so it's only a 4-plate. They had 3 plates from 64 on back, 4 plates from 65 to 69, and then they went to 5-plate. Or actually, 5-plate went to 68, I think. We still have 4. I think it still had 4. They went to 5 and 70, probably. Somewhere in that 70 area. Okay, remember, don't put your fingers in there. It will rotate. It will turn on.
You want me to disconnect the battery?
No.
Okay.
What do you want to be safe for? I want to be safe. Chain's loose. Big gun down there. So you got the zircon there?
Yeah.
In case it runs dry in here, no oil. You have to put a zircon on it and lubricate your compensator so it doesn't rattle and make noise. That's why you got that hole in that plug. That's what that zirc for is right there, see? Where's it go to? I don't know where it zerks out to. I guess it zerks out these holes right here on the side, I guess. There's one loose primary chain. Okay, where's your light?
Yeah.
Look up in there. It does not look like there's a seal on that one, does there?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. All right, that clutch basket should come out if I actually pull the bolt out all the way, which I think I did. Yep, that's out all the way. Okay, room right here to work. All that stuff's gonna go right down here. Okay, you go. So what do you see back there? See a seal in there anywhere?
And I do not.
Look right back in here, see if there's a seal back in that area back in there. If there's no seal, it has no seal on the crank. That means all this motor oil right here goes from the motor in the primary, especially if the bike sits on the kickstand for a while. And then it fills up your primary full of motor oil that resembles the filthy ass crap that's in here called lubricant. What?
Magnet.
Yeah, look at that thing over there. That ain't nothing. That's just break-in fluid. That doesn't hurt anything. He's concerned about the fungi growing down there. That's fine. So I would highly recommend that you hook up all the lines so this oil would suck back into the motor and not fill up your primary full of thick-ass motor oil that does not work very good with the clutch. That way it'll be a semi-wet application, or semi-dry application. Well, it should be dry, semi-wet. That's what it is. Dry, semi-wet. That's what I'd recommend.
Is that what you recommend? That's what we'll do then.
Because right now, this is just going to fill it full of oil again. Because there, I do not see no seal. It looks like it's 100% stock up in there. So,
Alright, we'll do that.
and you're not going to be changing that out because you can't screw that in there very well because that holds your main bearing in the motor.
So we gotta pull the
That big nut holds
inner
the main
primary and
bearing.
everything off to get the hoses all hooked up, or?
Well, are the fittings back there just disconnected, or you have to kind of look back in there and find out? Put your finger up on the backside. There should be right here, there should be a fitting on the backside. Put your hand up in there. Do you see anything up in there?
No, it feels like it's welded shut.
Wait. It's welded shut? We don't want it to be welded.
There's definitely,
Go look from the other side, because I really don't want to pull the primary if we don't have to. You got to pull the starters. All that stuff has to come out if we do. The clutch hub's easy to get off, but I don't want to deal with all this stupid starter housing and crap in the back. Right now it's not leaking oil, so it's not a hole in it.
there is, looks like a hex
What do you
bolt or something.
got? Can we get to it just to pull it, or is it behind the frame?
No, that's, I can see it. It's right lined up with this.
Right, that's the hole goes across. Yeah.
Okay.
And what about the front one, midway? Probably can't get to that one, I bet. And the other one's probably down there. Is there a hose coming up in there?
What's this hose down here?
That small hose, we need to go over the primary, over to the oil pump. Okay, the rubber hose is still there, connected to the fitting.
I think so.
Is the 3/8 hose over there loose?
You look underneath, you can see the hose.
The hell is that? Clear plastic?
That's coming down from.
That's a battery hose.
That's coming down from.
Yeah, that clear is
something
probably
on the primary.
the clear is probably primary. I mean the battery, I would think. Just got an old style battery in it. And a vent hose on it. Okay, you can see the tube right there going across. There's a screwdriver, right?
Whatever was hooked up to it.
Okay, this is the hose right here, I think. What's that thing? Is that the hose you're dealing with down the bottom?
Oh, here. Oh, shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I think that goes up to the battery. That's your P code for your battery. Yeah, more than likely.
I see the hose that goes forward from right here.
Yeah.
Goes forward, so I don't know.
Okay, where's it come out at? Is it just cut?
I got the bottom end down here. I'm wiggling it, and it comes up and goes towards the front of the motor.
Well, it has to go over the motor over there where it's been cut off. More than likely, we got to pull the primary because I don't think everything's been modified so much.
See here.
See right here, this hose here? That's the one that goes to the primary.
All right, see here. Look there. See that hose wiggling there?
Yeah. So that's the clear hose that goes over the primary?
Yeah.
Alright, we got to pull the primary then. So I mean, all this has to come off. We got to be able to get to the bolts to the back side of the starter housing.
Oh,
It's only 9 o'clock.
I know.
Project for tomorrow is what you're saying, or Monday?
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, look at that. What's that all about? What the hell is this thing over here?
Which thing over where?
This hose right here. What the hell?
What's that?
What the hell is this doing?
I don't know. I seen that too.
Well, we pull that out and get rid of it too.
We could go to something very, very important now. We don't know yet.
Yeah,
You know,
it's very
gotta
important.
do a little bit of archaeological. Yeah, never mind.
All right. You either pull the wirings out of here, or you pull the 2 bolts and let the cylinder hang. Either way.
Yeah, should probably start by disconnecting the battery though.
Maybe disconnecting the battery wouldn't hurt. Pulling the battery out, but you have to get access anyway. So, I would say probably it's a toss-up on which way to go on this. So you pull out 2 bolts, one there, one below it. This whole thing comes out, just hangs. Or you just leave it connected and you undo all the wires. So, probably easier to do the wires. Looks like it's all glued in there pretty good. Alright, so we got to pull the hub out. Oh, you got a loose stud here too. On your hub. Here, wobbling.
Huh?
Here to wobble.
Hold on a second, let me disconnect the battery and then I'll come take a look.
Yeah, your cheap stud here is cheap.
Okay, battery.
Oh, those are all loose. Yeah, this hub's bad. Look at all this stuff's all
Battery
loose.
disconnected.
Yeah, this hub's a piece of crap. All these studs are loose. These are not supposed to be loose. See here? Loose, loose. This,
Oh, fuck, that's not good.
this one wobbles. Loose, loose, loose.
Hmm.
But see, this one's wobbling here.
Maybe your clutch is,
Here,
yeah,
here, wobbling. Yeah, we got to order up a hub. I don't have a. I got 5 finger, but not 3. Unless you want to go to 5, it doesn't really matter. I got to be at either one. I think the 3s are backordered right now, but I got 5s.
I probably have a 3 somewhere at home, but I probably easier to buy one than try and find it.
You can steal off that shovel head you got you're not using.
I'm sorry?
You can steal off that shovel head you got.
What about this thing over here?
You got a tranny laying over there in the corner somewhere.
This is an old primary.
You got all them extra parts are used over there. See, there's a whole clutch right there. Jeez, look, I got a ring gear and everything on that thing.
Yeah, we got spare parts.
There's another generator cover. Why do you got another generator one sitting here?
This is for the 66.
We put the bike together. We had extra parts.
No, we didn't put the back together because remember that the inner primary was all jacked up. You'd welded on it and stuff, so I'd have some work done to it.
So you bought another
And I
one.
didn't have a good outer.
Yeah.
So I bought this basically for the outer, but hell, it's better inner than I'm going to run in.
Okay. Well, your inner looks really, really nice. It's just the hub is worn out. All right, I'm gonna go get me some pullers. We'll pull this out. Okay, got things kind of cleaned up around here. So we pull, get all this stuff nice and clean so you can see what's going on. So he did have a 24 tooth sprocket in here, which was a 55A number, which is kind of surprising. He's already got it geared up. These are the, like I said, these are the non-wet plates, and there's only 4, which is stock for the year, but who cares. This here is the hub that came out of the other transmission over there on the shelf. So this is a lot of surface rust, but everything's tight, and the rollers all look pretty good. So this looks like a good clutch hub to use. This chain here is an old Duckworth chain, which is the original one. You can see that on that, but it's pretty loose here. It's got a lot of play in it. This one here is a diamond chain. See the little diamonds there. So this one here was rubbing on the sides here pretty heavy. It's a lot better condition. You know, this doesn't have nearly as much rock to it, see, but I don't like the fact it's been rubbing on the sides, so I think we're going to pass on that. These primers are way too valuable to risk a $100 chain on, so probably just replace it and be done with it. So like I said, this is up geared quite a bit. This is the normal gear for an old FL. This is another 55A sprocket, but I don't know if you can see the difference in the 2 sizes, but it's only just a little bit different. See the difference in size there? So this is a 24 and that's a 22. So this is what's stock in the bike, is these small ones. 23s were usually used on FXs, which are in the 70s. But obviously, they made lots of different sprockets through the years. They also had some real small ones for sidecars, like 18s and 19s. So you never know what you're going to get. Like I thought only the 55As were the small ones, but evidently the big ones are too. So you can't tell by the part number, that's for sure. You got to count. So once we get the primary off, we'll see what the transmission sprocket is back in there. If it's we'll put a 24 on there if it's not 130. Once again, stock is like a 22. FX is run 23s, and 24s work the best for modern speed. So you want a 24 motor, 24 tranny. That gears you up. You can drive at 75 miles an hour without killing the motor and get down the road. Said back when it's 55, 60 mile speed limits, you can run these low ass gears, but we like going a little bit faster these days. This is the clutches here. So this is your wet style, semi-wet clutch. So it has just a little bit of, the serrations are very light. You can barely see them. They're pretty light in there, but they are there. They used to be a little bit deeper than this, so I don't know why they're so low. Then we're going to a 5-plate clutch. So you got 5 of them in there. The more plates you get, the more holding power you got. So it gives you more holding power. The steel plates are the non-spring style steel. They're a little bit thinner, so they don't warp as bad. The stock steel ones over here tend to warp around a little bit. You can see the wear patterns in there. See how it's not hitting here right now? As it warps, it changes the plate and shape. You see the shiny stuff is the wear areas, the non-shiny is your warped area. When they're real thick like this, all this extra metal here just makes them warp more. So you gotta be careful. See how it's shiny all through here and dull here. That's the problem with these old ones. Anyway, there's one here. This one here is actually cup shaped because you can see how it's wearing right here only all the way around, but not on the outside. It's not even hitting. So this one's actually got hot and went like that. Looked like a bowl. So this has the old springs in there, which keeps the plates from rattling in there, but you don't really hear rattling if you got the bike. That's kind of a joke. The aftermarket clutch, every one of the aftermarket, when these springs are made wrong, they just flop, they pop out, and you got the spring and the balls running around inside the machine. I never use them anymore. They're a joke. If you have these old original ones, they're made pretty good. They do work. If you drive at low speeds and stuff like that, this stuff will all work. There's better stuff to be used. Like I said, they did put an aftermarket there. This bike had the stock plates over there. These are the original plates over here. You have the old half plate, which is a spring plate, which lets it makes it more of a cush when you come into it. And you see how it's got the big stick steel plates in it. And it's got the old big thick rivet together plates in here. These are the original ones. Look how many miles are on that thing. Look how oval, pretty ovaled out. So this is the original clutch here for 65. It's the same stuff they use on the older bike, except instead of having 4 plates, they had only got 3. So it's even worse. They were even thicker. Like I said, this is the original one. This is the extra primary stuff and tranny. Smitty's got extra parts, so there you go. Comes in handy at times. So there's another cover. So this cover does not have the inspection hole right here, or the Zerk hole. So that is for sure 67 did not have that. 66, I don't remember if they had the hole there or not. 65 did. This being a 65, it had the hole. They also had on the 10 primers, had that same hole on the old 10 primary bikes too. That would be this hole right here. Except I like Zerk here. It'll lubricate it with a Zerk. So there's what it looks like factory. Got a plug in it. Like I said, the shovel heads, they don't have that. Like I said, I'm not sure about 66, but definitely 67 does not. Same casting, so they all have the same numbers, but different year styles. This primary's pretty damn nice condition, so tomorrow, or yeah, they might come in tomorrow and work on it. It won't be videotaping, I'll be gone, but him and Fred might work on it tomorrow. So I need to pull the primary off, pull out the right side of the bike over there, get the starter all out, clean everything all up, douche it all out, make it look nice and clean. So we'll come in Monday, it should be clean. Looks like the mousetrap is de-armed. That's a good call. The hell they got that right up against the, I guess it just clears. Alright, so there's your differences there. So these are the non-spring loaded plates. So they still have the wide cut here for running the spring, but they don't have the spring on it. Barnett, they just make them this width all the way around. I prefer those. That way all 6 plates are working full on. These work all on the dry side, but on the coast side you only got half the plates working. So that's the difference. Barnett stuff's better quality than this Alto, but it's quite a bit more money too. It's double the price at least. So it's better quality if you want the best, but this here is good stuff too. It ain't like it's just cheap crap. It's good stuff. And then we got a brand new primary chain here to go into it. So that'll take care of the drive. So anyway, there you go. Your basic new bike checkout and tune-up. Find all the problems that you didn't know about. So we'll start here at the front and we're working our way to the back. So, all right, that's it for tonight.